Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They run again on first down. Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive with Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
He finds Robinson. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now Trubisky, flush to his right, and he completes it to Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Six-man. Alpha. Check curls, check curls. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. They'll drop the throw. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trubisky keeps it himself, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check. Fresno. Alert. 54 Mike. Switch up. Check 9.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run. Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Jam. Switch. 45, Mike, 45. Yep, watch the curl. 40 Elsa. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Topper. He's checking. Bravo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Below Nichols. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Mike 45. Check that out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Going deep for Dick. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set for 60 out wide. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 45, 45.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to find Wallace. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Right there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
53. Mike, 53. Blue down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got Smith here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 45's the mic.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. 76 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball. Pilot, 64, weak. Set, go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Diggs has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. 45, Mike, 45. Yep, here we go. 45 is the Mike. Alpha.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. And this is Cook with the grab. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. 76 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it? As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week. Boss man. Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a big one there for the Vikings, and even 50 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up. I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day. Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that. Maybe. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start. It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
45 the mark. Coming to you, coming to you. Just see it. Check. Say go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay.